I was one man who got to talk about them. It's not for the good job, right? This song is really emotional. My manager says I cry when I do it. So y'all gonna hear me cry in a minute, right? See, God took Johnny, left tears in my eyes. Now I'm spitting because I'm too stubborn to swallow my pride. Liberation of death, they won't take me alive. If I'm wrong for feeling like this, let God decide. I love Nicky Mold's breathing, I gotta provide. Black power, that's a movement, I'm about to revive. Make a choice in an outfit, ain't but two sides. And freedom ain't free, so the bullets will fly. On the stairway to heaven, heathens pass me by. Cause they manipulate religion as a means to justify their oppression. See, I'm guessing they know the truth. They will have to the lies. See God in the sinner's eyes when they cry. See, I'm out here where our struggle is. The same spot where that coca gets hard and that water is. Left behind, so I write it like you wouldn't believe. And I'ma die if I don't get us free. I die tonight for our women. The revolution on my tennis shoes. I let them ride for our women. The revolution on my tennis shoes. I was conceived for our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. All I need is our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. hear freedom ring. I died tonight for our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. All I need is our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. I was born for our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. All I need is our women. The revolution in my tennis shoes. How come the revolution won't be televised when we saw footage of females in competence worldwide? American ship is out to capsize and freedom got hell eyes burning in my eyes. Democracy ain't day bombs falling from skies, and the light for our people ain't between our thighs. The liberals no different from conservative lines. See, they share the same size of economic design. So race matters, but money gon' create options. I beat with the crackers at that metro shopping house. Nike buying polo, rockin' pearl, watching trying to find freedom by thinking outside of their boxes. If y'all men don't join, who am I to knock you? But let you interfere, that's a different problem. I'm forced to stop you until I'm licensed. My quest for freedom ain't close to stopping. I did it for our women. The revolution and my tennis shoes. I was conceived for our women. The revolution and my tennis shoes. I died tonight for our women. The revolution and my tennis shoes. All I love is our women. The revolution and my tennis shoes.
Since I got the mic, y'all give it up to Skip Phillips.
Abstract but not hollow, decolonization, conquer like a Haitian, pouring libation, slave ship sedation, Trinity migration, awaken to work, original birth, revolution at 33 and a third RPMs, you heard? We deserve free, quality education and medical care. Queen, you supreme, get this shit out your hair. Most beautiful on the planet, over standards, and you never needed European beauty standards. No, I ain't the enemy. Brother, stop the fire. I'm on your side, here to kill the occupier. If I'm fortunate enough to be the guest who blessed the bill, best believe the naked truth gonna be dressed to kill. Act like a world banker while we got this job to do, and throw your hands up, throw your hands up, throw your hands up like revolutionaries robbing you. Come up, y'all. We got to see you rocking with us. We got to see you rocking with us. And thank you. Yeah, come on, y'all. Look. Fellas, get them up. Ladies, get them up. On the front, signs back in the middle. Get them up. Act like world bankers. While we got the job to do it, throw your hands up. Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up like revolutionaries robbing you. Look. on the speaker, it's about to explode. You wanna see the people, let me hear the area move. So what? Respect in every place that you live on about. But it ain't when you're from, it's when you're kicking it at. So we was bringing it back. How would you figure that you too genuine grassroots, gorilla rap, underdog, underground, clandestine, under any circumstance. My success is bad, that's the problem of a bomb. We might get two turntables, headed with these two revolutionary rap labels. Pack tables and contracts and deals, but that I can't stand, I can't run for real. I'm a true comrade, I may be going on road. Little niggas in the field, with the gun in the horse, I'm running with you. With each other, got nothing to do. I'm gonna call it information and a W2. I welcome you to another chapter in the story. Anything that you didn't know is liberated territory. Come on, get them up, people, get them up. On the front, sides back in the middle. Get them up, and the world practice. While we got the shot to do is throw your hands up. Get your hands up, get your hands up. The revolutionary rising. Yeah. Alright. The audience like Elliot Spencer. All the time when you see bottles hip hop, it's when they fill with gas and got a rag at the top. Count on two things when these rhymes implemented. The future represented in my future. Yo, I'm about to tell it like it is. I ain't trying to be rude. Father, you and me, Somali, get the nine. That's a million in the Middle East. Got for crew. But they're trying to blow up like that Nigerian dude. Plus when there's a race, got it glued to the tube. Corporations like my Johnson, you take the food. You president, energy, you're cool to bring. Thinking that it changed when it's not really ain't. My man is corporate pay culture. No abolishing and mortgage lenders stealing homes now. Like Jackie Robinson, multinationals, birds like Exxon and Mobil. It ain't hard to tell that the scope of things is global. Mercenary militarism is purely tactical. False acts of humanity for disaster capital. Unless it's news like Amy Goodman, I can't rely either they misreport or tell a bold-faced goddamn lie. Thank God for that to present this work to you. These songs, these pieces, this mind frame, if you will. That's the mind frame. Say that's the mind frame. Say that's the mind frame. I represent with the like menorahs and put candles in. Southern strange truth from the neck dangling. Having visions of the ancestor mangling. Reparations that the people shipping and mishandling. After that, black folks gon' have to clap. Now I gotta show up in your favorite MC rap. Double rap, constant, they home. That's why we tryna make cheese like Wisconsin farmers. Civilize even though it's Wisconsin farmer. I remain a gladiator with the conscious armor. These cats play like saying a number's fine and it's selling out tracks to the sound. You need remedial man. You don't know the half. We drop vinyl like old phonographs. This in a beat, conscious great handsome. These elect signals in the way of exotic dancers. Concentration area, supernova flows. Rocking souls and overstate overthrow. If I'm trying to look 357, you don't have to be a song. Ask Michael Elgin, superstar. No one can no warning. But rock the self-defense, everyone like you take it on it. No more, we have a set. We ride, what's the big up ride? Picture liberation in a hip-hop frame of mind. We don't play no games. That's the mind for you.
And all those people that hold that heritage, who bring the knowledge of the origins on that. And I just want to speak this piece. When I was a child, I used to carve my initials into things I could never own. Like my school desk or my favorite monster. I used to hide in the clothing rack whenever we went to Morris's and treated every breathing creature with respect. I don't know what happened to that. I'm 23, still looking for magic. And the older I get, the more I lose the blueprint to God's face. And sometimes I forget who I am and who I was, and I'm always trying. some reason, the smell of crisp fabrics pressed into stacks by hands as wrinkled as maps always seems to bring me tumbling home. It makes me think about my grandma. I don't know much about her. All the time I didn't commit as such, but I remember her spitless from gravity beside the car. I was told she was a tall woman. Until diabetes made her a little bit shorter than me at age 9. Second grade, I know reality tastes like it's the grandson cupping a kneecap like a baseball. It's the fantasy stroke of two lost shits. Before she died, she told me, baby, sometime I can still feel my toes. Shout out to the dude that's still talking on my phone.
Peace.
Sometimes I can still feel my toes. Don't know what I told the women. Still to this day, I think about what she said. I can smell her on my shirt whenever I was just yesterday. I had a discussion with God about the clouds. I asked her how they move, and strangely enough, she sounded a lot like my grandmother when she said, baby, the soul shift the clouds. I just wish them forward. It's a lot like love. I told God the last time I saw love, He told me to smile like we never met. All I ever wanted was another hug, another kiss to the forehead. Someone to go back my broken childhood love scattered on a baseball field where love really showed up to. And it's days like this, God, it's days like this that I wonder if your angels ever get carpal tunnel in their wings trying to stop poets like me from plunging their pen into their wrist to get more in tune with their words. And I know. Ever since the Old Testament, you got tired of speaking in tongues, and now you speak in sign languages. I got angry with God and asked her, do you ever get arrogant? She smiles at me and says, have you ever seen the sun? We're supposed to be saying something like, you're not alone. There's a grain of sand somewhere with your name on it, and I felt nothing less than incomplete when she said that. All I could reply was, I will be told. That grain of sand, the same thing about me. And God says love. Love is like salt. No one knows the exact amount to use, and even though it dissolves, you can still taste it. And I pray it still tastes like after I left love. I thank you at the bottom of my cigarette carton. There's still some nights I wish love would just call me back. After she gave me that cold hand job in the bathroom stall, told me that magic doesn't exist, baby, but I can make you feel like it does. Like I can make the pain disperse like a pigeon flock in the rain. Like we puncture holes in the skies, creating the outline of stars. Like I stayed until morning without you ever asking. And if you listen close, I'll teach you how to realign the decrepit chalk for around the spine of dandelions. Let go of wasted breath and lost time, because the more that you hold on to, it hurts. And I ask God, how do you get rid of pain? God says, do as the clouds do. Cry. Move forward.
Yo, I picked up an issue of the source. They saying Haitians are in hip-hop full force. Fresh off a 30-year NYC bid. So how the fuck niggas ain't shout out the kid? Let the God make it clear. It ain't no mystery. Props on top of Haitian hip-hop history. En essence de toi les lady péjole. Quand on est in the performing la bomba créole. In the freestyle battle. Vocabulary scrimmage. And I'm talking about Washington Square Park in the village. I'm talking about Flatbush and the Junction, laying MCs down. Where the fuck was you then? The difference between you and me is I don't give a fuck about a dude who's on MTV. So when you talk about what so and so did, I'm repping hip hop inside the pyramid. See 50 Cent turn into $2 trips. See Decepticons turn into Crips. I seen 8-ball jackets go out, come back in. I seen cops kill kids again and again. Diallo, Louima, Sean Bell, some niggas ain't real and it ain't hard to tell. Eat props on the front line. Props means respect and now I want mine. For real, were you around? Not likely. When Haitians shook up the bridge in 1990, the R. Callaloo and Trinity. Rap Haitians until infinity. I'm trying to that was a long rhyme. I'm gonna try to bust it on the beat now. Let's go. Yeah. It's called New York shit. You know this is Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes. Inspired niggas rap. What you got? I ain't shit New York, yo. Ocean Avenue, I ain't shit New York. Flatbush Avenue, I ain't shit New York. Ocean Avenue, I ain't shit New York. Super E Trump, I ain't shit New York, yo. Issue for the source, saying hip hop, Haitians full force. 30 year NYC bitch. So how the fuck niggas ain't shout out the kid? 30 years, blood, sweat, and tears. Conquering all my fears. Make it clear, it is no mystery. Plus, on top of Haitian hip hop history. For real, I'm the best. To the PR, the ODS. For real, when I'm spinning, go down in the spinach. Not talking about square park in the village. Talk about facts in the junction. Laying them down with the fuck was you been. I talk about what told me so good. I'm repping hip hop, side and pyramid. Same as set, turn the $2 chips. Same as set, turn to grip. See it on that display, come back in. See how I feel this again and again. Diallo, Louima, Bell, some niggas ain't real, it ain't hard to tell. My name is E. Pop, on the front line. Run from the straight to the line. Were you around? Not likely. When Haitians to go to Manhattan in 19. R. Callaloo and Trinity. Rap NYC until infinity. Flatbush Ave, I ain't share New York. Ocean Ave, I ain't share New York. Ocean Ave, I ain't share New York. Pull that up. No time to talk. Yeah, that's I ain't share New York. New York, Haitian. I started this off giving an introduction of who I am, where I come from. Come from New York. My parents are Haitian. That gives me a unique perspective that I like to share with everybody. And Valerie, she touched on it earlier about how it was a ceremony that was the start of the Haitian Revolution. And through studying that and going further, I realized that in actuality, Ulysses in hip hop is the new version of Haitian voodoo. But people don't really see that. You understand? I mean, that's a concept that people might see as out of the ordinary, but when I really check it out, like the other day, we had Biggie Smalls, he had passed away. And everybody was worshiping, they were like trying to almost summon his spirit. Puff Daddy, he had a big party in Bed-Stuy. So I'm like, wow, do these people that really actually realize what's going on, what they're actually doing with the hip hop? And I feel like even further, when I'm over here right now, after the earthquake, using hip hop to connect to the people in the place where people say that Haiti had an influence in America, in America's history. So I definitely feel that further. But another thing, you know, there was an MC, he had a song, he was like, you know, no Haitian voodoo, no headless chickens could stop his sickness. And in actuality, what happened is that I took offense to that. And I was moved to respond. So this is an ongoing battle, and we won't get into it too much right now, but let me keep the verse. Like, here we go. It's called Haitian Voodoo. Alright? Alright, I'm check it out. Dr. Beanie Man says only a fool speak things that he don't know about. So when I heard a nigga talk about Haitian voodoo, I had to back my big machete out. Constantly and with consistency, you evoke the imagery of B.I.G. That sounds like ancestral worship to me, but then they want to diss voodoo and IT. The black way of life, reason I'm not dead. Not chickens without heads. They're gonna blackball me, but I'm funny man check. My name is E. Prompt, I have to take respect. I specialize in war, defeated Napoleon. So now I gotta put the army on the road again. Cause we a bad man and we don't beg friends. Setting it off like the Jamaican bootman. A nigga want peace, we'll check Wyclef. Still silent, will they kind of dead. Simple to do net. This is the first first round, you don't hear no tune yet. See, the spirit of Jean-Jacques Dessalines courses through this little nigga bloodstream. You don't want to fuck with that, Holmes, or else find yourself in the middle of the twilight zone.
Not to the beat, hold on, right now. So let me tell you, we got a group right now. Yeah. You don't stop. Check it out. That's a preview right now. Check it out. Yeah, shout out to everybody who supported tonight. This is just the beginning right here. Trust me. Remember where you were with the soldiers. Check it out. Stop the TV, man. Said only a full speed chick that he don't know about. So when I heard a nigga talk about ain't fool you, got my big machete out. Constantly, with consistency, they involve their imagery of B.I.G. That sounds like ancestral worship to me, but then you want to get voodoo and IEC? I gotta give respect. My name is King Cross and you can keep the check. Specialize in wars and feeding the Napoleon. So now I gotta put my arms on the road again. So we are about time and we now best friends. Setting it off just to make the movement. Peace, check wide left. Still silent and late night straight back. Think about the truth, about the voodoo back. This is the first show. Hear the AF, see the spirit of Jean-Jacques Dessalines. Course through this little nigga bloodstream. You don't wanna fuck with that, home, or run find yourself in the middle of the twilight zone. Yeah, put up.
Yo, Taylor, niggas been out the hood too long. Act like they done forgot what the fuck it means to be black in the USA. Why's intelligent? Oh, no! Vaccine waters, cotton cuts. Mr. Bill Cosby, I have one question. What's the difference of being black in America? I feel right by the law. Too many radio stations are questioning blackness. They call us a black, but we'll still go back. Most hated black man with a George tag to the nipples. Every time I pop the pumpkin, turn it back in it. Man, so don't want to run around. Say you was gonna fuck with me, cause all they do is wanna fuck with me. I'm from the land of people out down beats like shotgun. I got the internet, you know, with a shotgun. I got some live talents, but I don't be wild. If that's a low one, don't fuck like I hope don't die. I don't get it yet. My adversary's watch. These politicians ain't the fact that I'm black and I'm still breathing. Still eating. What are you living by? Let me stop on the beat. I represent Poor Righteous Teachers, a crew from, you know, a little while back. You know what I mean? We from that era where MCs wrote protest songs.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Today, the protest song is not allowed on radio. It's not that the rappers won't write the protest song. It's just that America's media is not designed to give airway to the protest song because it challenges the status quo. You know what I mean? So the average rapper would like to say something positive and uplifting and something that concerns his community. But the power, all of them, Plies, Lil Wayne, they've all made protest records, but the protest records haven't gotten air. You know, they don't play the records on the air. Plies made 100 Years, a record about the prison industrial complex. You know, so we're making these records. It's just that the infrastructure in which we are embedded in is against that particular message. So we can't put that message out there. Don't get out there. You know, we're youth that grew up in poverty, concentrated, hyper-segregated neighborhoods. You know, whereas the resources were cut off, or at a level where behavior is being shaped and maintained by the contingency shifts in our environment. So when we want to write the protest songs that speak to these issues that we're dealing with every day, we can't write that protest song and make a living. That's what they're telling us. They're saying, okay, we'll give you $500,000 to talk about money, hoes, and clothes, but we won't give you that same budget to talk about the poor school system, the cradle to prison pipeline. You know, we can't talk about those things. So the protest record has to come to you in this particular setting, in this particular forum. You know, and we hope that you get the lessons, complete with all the plans and actions, a combatant of all the weapons of mass distraction, the iced out gems that cost us peanuts in comparison to the Africans that lost their limbs. We're dumb to what's happening. Remember George W. Bush and his corporate American cabinet, the waging of war, which amounts to nothing more than strategic positioning on a global chessboard, the axis of evil, imaginary enemies configured to gain the support of an apathetic people. With war comes spoil. What Afghanistan, Iraq, and Colombia have in common, drugs and oil, lucid commodities. Whoever controlled the two upset the balance of power and influence world economies. Any MC that want to get dropped off your label, say this. Any DJ that want to get fired, play this. I will not comply. This is what life is. Terrorists have prices to bring about change through contrived crisis. Terror for hire. Freelance extremists that carry out what your government conspires. But this rhyme is not political. It's commercially defective yet extremely critical. In violation of the Patriots Act. Because my freedom of speech is being breached and I have a problem with that. George W. in the bush from which he came was rotten. When he started out Busto Oil, his business partner was Salam bin Laden, the elder brother of Osama bin Laden, the two wealthy sons of the late Mohammed bin Laden, entrepreneur extraordinaire. Now who dropped the put options on United Air? Any DJ that want to lose his job will play this. Any MC that want to get dropped off his label will say this. I will not comply. I am slightly left. I might swing on a right-wing extremist. I fit the profile of a genius. I spit venom. Bush saw the towers fall before the planes went in them. Bush saw his father's paw finance Hitler's system. I am a dead man walking. I'm destined for the coffin. Judas has already been paid to stop me from talking. But I have never been afraid. I embrace this war. You have not yet lived until you find out exactly what it is that you will die for. Don't say this, don't say that, change your lyrics. Everybody's a critic. It's getting kind of hectic. My rhymes are authentic, so they shall remain. My writing exciting and never mundane. In actuality, my personality keeps my mentality based on real life situations, not speculations, but verbal illustrations of how the fuck I feel. But this is hip hop.
Yeah.
This is hip hop. Let's keep it real hip hop, alright? We do hip hop. Oh, 200 concubines. They were all mine because my lifestyle's refined. The scriptures on the shrine. You see things you'll find. I'm on the slide. Come with your different time, girl. Wine up. Pull up your mouth. Pull up your waistline. He's in me so I start to teach him every time. Let up his mercy. You listen this. God, reality business. Tell your mama, PIT them. Why did I get? I'm so poetic. Watch I said it. Put it on deck. I never make grapefruit. So make off his routine. I live the lane. Lord, he's shoveling again. I love the guns. Keep them shining on the crisp. I'm popping a shot from me clock. When they pop, look it up and see turn purple every time them get hits. Yeah, him they ball. This quiver, deliveries, I deliver. Scare them like the article bounty killer. Make to y'all and it. Make love for nothing. This all made to get just pure stick and voting. Bring up, bring it back, you'll rewind. Let's keep your eyes, definitely bring it every time. Created from poverty knowledge, but you know I gotta be fixing to blow up. In a Chevy Impala, I roll up. Y'all holla say getting to know us. The talented Timothy Taylor, I come for the paper, I get it and go. But nowadays rappers are so tough, they run off at the lip to the faux bus. I'd rather get after the cash and go chill at the Zulu reunion with Cold Crush. Teaching my scene about hip hop, cool hurricane, how this shit drop. Rap Brick City, the capital city, where niggas can really give two fucks. Where you can get all of your juice, took the money, the whip, and the shoes. Look, Coolio and no man, I go there, but don't come to my home with that bullshit. I prefer when killers will pass. Y'all follow me, am I going a little too quick? Hey, let's get to the next rhythm real quick. Young boy, that time, genocide, it's a genocide. This record is called Genocide. Dedicated to all the ghetto youth from Africa. Genocide. That's us. Genocide. It's a genocide. Good. Fight like the truth, my whole take it back to 81. We want to rush, not just off and go to us. CIA don't make your bus to help you cross the border plus. They organize the dealers, once the pussies got to leave the door. Promote like yellow streets, don't overthrow it. This is this, I'm yellow, $40 knocking at my door. I'm looking around and let's bring them like they're not too far. I'm getting this money on board, I'm over the streets of bloods and grits. Knocking down the yellow streets, take the kicks, pushing wicks. I'm looking at power, straight the bricks out. See them moving, see them you hot, think this shit can get. Now the game's a baby, play the set for possession. We need some better weapons, contra AK-47s. Homicide, homicide. I'm just a ghetto dude, caught up on this genocide. I'm just a young boy, put out in this ghetto, hanging out on corners, cooling with my fellas, sexing rolling cute chicks, trying to find a big fun, looking for some drunk balls from anyone who give me some. I'm just a young boy, put out in this ghetto, hanging out on corners, cooling with my fellas, watching all the coca flip, trying to top a hot ride. I'm just a ghetto youth. I'm a genocide, violence and thousand laws, black community payment costs, all the drugs and guns we will financing our dirty wars. I'm just a I dedicate that to all the young kids on my block who make a living selling crack. You know, caught up in the genocide, don't know what it is. You know, we saw it happen. We saw the Iran-Contra scandal. We saw the covert war against the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. They brought tons of cocaine into the black community, flooded the black community with cocaine. Young kids start picking up the drugs, selling it. They were already living in dire states of poverty, so they knew they'd sell the drug. And then they set up a war on drugs. The same people that brought the drugs in here, Reagan, Bush administration, CIA brought the drugs in here. Kids start selling the drugs to make a living. Then they put policies into effect to criminalize the behavior that they created. They set up the prison industrial complex based on the war on drugs. So now the war on drugs is disproportionately locking up young black males more than anyone else in the country. Think about this, right? Now the black woman population is the fastest growing prison population in the country. You know, there's like 1.1 million